Welcome back to Leading with Grace. I'm your host, Tanika, and I want to speak directly to those of you who are about to graduate from high school or who have just stepped into this new season. This moment is exciting, but it's also uncertain. And if we're honest, it can feel like a lot of pressure all at once. People are asking, what are you going to do next? You may feel like you're supposed to have a clear plan, right? At the same time, you may still be figuring out who you are. If that's you, I want to slow this moment down for just a minute. You don't have to have everything figured out right now, but you do need to understand something important. This next season, it matters. Graduation is not just an ending, it's a transition, a shift from structure into responsibility, but being guided to beginning to guide yourself. And that can feel both freeing and overwhelming. Some of you may feel confident about what comes next, but others may feel unsure, and that's okay. Some of you may feel like everyone else knows what they're doing except you. I was in your shoes. But let me tell you something clearly. Uncertainty does not mean that you are behind. It often means you are at the beginning of something new, maybe even something great. You may hear people talk about calling in this season, and for some of you, that word may feel clear. For others, it actually may feel distant. I struggled with this word calling for some time. Um, I honestly didn't know what I was called to, so I was trying many things. But you may not feel a strong sense of direction just yet. And once more, that's okay. Because calling does not always begin with clarity, it often begins with capacity. What has God already placed inside of you? What are your interests, your strengths, your curiosity? How deep is your ability to learn? Those are not random. 1 Peter 4:10, it reminds us, as each has received gifts, use it to serve one another. You don't have to know the full path yet, but you do need to begin refining what you've been given. Now, let me say this to you directly. You don't discover purpose by waiting. You discover it by growing. This is where higher learning becomes so important. And when I say learning, I don't just mean college in a traditional sense. I mean intentional development. And you don't have to be in a university to do that. Choosing to grow your mind, strengthen your skills, deepen your understanding, expand your perspectives. For many of you, that may look like actually pursuing a degree or just getting a certificate. So entering a certification program or learning a trade. Many probably won't believe it, but I learned how to do brick masonry. I learned many skills and many trades throughout my life. One time I wanted to be an auto mechanic like my dad, so I can do a few things on a car, right? Sometimes it's committing to structured discipleship, which I honestly believe all of us should inquire about at some point. But the goal is not just to move forward. The goal is to grow forward. Let me give you a few things to carry into this next phase. You don't need a perfect plan. Lord knows there is no perfect plan except for the plan of Jesus Christ. That was all. You just need a starting point. For some of us, that starting point may come a little late because maybe we weren't given this advice earlier, or we just didn't want to heed to it, listen to it when it was given. So listen now. It's okay if your path changes, but what matters is that you begin. You need to start. Now, number two, stay teachable. The next season of your life, it will stretch you, but stay open. Ask questions, be curious, and be willing to learn from people who have walked ahead of you. Proverbs 9:9, go check it out. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be wiser. There are many that have gone before you, that have failed, that have succeeded, but that can help you on your journey. Learn from their mistakes, don't repeat them. Growth comes from humility. Now, number three, build your structure early. I wish I learned this before 35 years old, but freedom without structure, it leads to confusion, it leads to chaos, and sometimes it can lead to destruction. Create rhythms now, a time for rest, a time for learning, a time for reflection, a time to be still, a time to have fun. But structure, it protects your growth. Now, number four, choose your environment wisely. I'm going to say that one more time for those in the back. Choose your environment wisely. Who you surround yourself with, guess what? I know you heard it before, but I'm going to tell it to you again because it's nothing but the truth. You need to surround yourself with people who are going to support your growth in the right direction, because who you surround yourself with, it matters. What you listen to, it matters. Where and what you give your attention to, that matters. Y'all know that song, "Oh, be careful, little ears, what you hear. Oh, be careful, little ears, what you hear. For the Father up above is looking down in love. So be careful, little ears, what you hear. And eyes, and all that good thing, those good things. Be careful. Your environment will either support your growth, slow it down, or completely stop it. And when some of these situations happen, it's going to be hard to get back on that train. So save yourself the time, surround yourself with the right group of people, and continue your journey. Now, number five, stay rooted. No matter where you go next, stay rooted in your faith, not just in moments of need, but your daily life. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light unto my path. You may not see the entire road ahead, but you can take the next step with light. You're stepping into a season that will shape you, not just academically, not just professionally, but personally and spiritually. You are not expected to know everything, but you are expected to grow. And the choices that you make now about learning, discipline, your direction, it will begin to shape the life that you build and the legacy that you leave behind. Growth looks different in every season. For some of you, that next step may be continuing your education in a structured way. For others, it may be committing to a deeper learning and growing within community. Wherever you are, you don't have to figure it out alone. As you step into this next chapter, remember this: you're not behind, you are at the beginning. And what you choose to build in this season will matter more than you realize. So don't rush past it, grow through it. And until next time, keep learning and keep walking the journey with grace. Stay blessed.